So, welcome back to another morning news. I'm your newsreader, May, and these are your reporters Paola Cruz,
Good morning.
Grace Avila,
Good morning.
and Maria Sandoval. Good morning to all of you, and good morning to all of the viewers who are watching us from every corner of Costa Rica. We hope you are safe, your family are safe, and using the proper health equipment. Now, some headlines of the day. Today, September 27, Costa Rica has 1,233 new cases of COVID-19. Moving on, the new regulation of taxes implemented by the Costa Rican government and the FMI apparently fell in terms of consensus. Now the government has to seek new regulation in order to create a level playing field for Costa Rican citizens. Further, we have a breaking news of the moment. Authorities tell Ponderosa Adventure Park to stop animal reproduction, feeding tours, and selfies. Now, for entertainment field, a new enterprise released a state-of-the-art cell phone to the Costa Rican market. This and more news are upcoming, so please stay tuned. First of all, we want to focus on the breaking news. If you're an animal lover or you feel passionate about animal conservation, you are in the right place, in the right channel. So what's the deal? Well, the news took place on September 25 at one of the renowned adventure parks in Costa Rica located in Guanacaste called Ponderosa Park, and which previously had different names because it was under different owners. Personally, I recall this adventure park as Africa Mia. Moving on, the adventure park is so renowned thanks to their giraffes who call people's attention. People take photos with them, some can buy carrots and feed them, and so on and so forth. Nonetheless, this activity will be banned from now on. Why? Our reporter Paul will provide you with more information with rationale why this is happening. Please, Paul.
Thank you so much for that introduction, May. That is correct. The director of the Guanacaste Conservation Area, whose name is Alejandro Macis, told us that the park must prevent wildlife from reproducing, stop offering feeding tours, and prohibit visitors from taking selfies with animals. Failing to comply with these rules will result in legal actions and the park might end up being closed. Costa Rican law prohibits authorized zoos from conducting rescue, reinsertion, reintroduction, or reproduction of fauna, according to SINAC. SINAC asked Ponderosa Adventure Park to develop a plan which would include housing males and females separately. Ponderosa could recategorize as a rescue center, Massey said. However, if this is the case, it could allow its giraffes to reproduce, but it will be prohibited to expose them in public tours. And Grace has more information regarding this. Grace?
Thank you, Paul, for all your previous information. We also know that the park was ordered to change their routes, so if there are any visitors in the park, they don't go close to the animals. This park was previously known as Africa Mia, as my colleague May said, and it was opened 12 years ago. There are around 300 animals now in the park, and if there are any pregnant animals in the park, they shall be born, but they must be the last to be born in the park.
Thank you so much for that additional information, Grace. And we have our reporter, Maria Sandoval. She's reporting from Guanacaste right now. She's ready to interview the locals. We want to know their opinion about this topic. Maria, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. As you've been discussing, the Ponderosa Adventure Park has been asked to stop the reproduction of the animals they have at the moment and have also been asked to stop the visitors from feeding these animals with carrots, as you usually do when you visit the park. Now, this place is home to a variety of animals, for example, giraffes, zebras, and ostriches, and they all live quite freely. The park must put in these rules to comply with the law of conservation of wildlife that was set in 2017 but is until now being executed. I will go ahead and interview some of the locals to see what they think about the treatment that the park is expected to give to the animals now.
Hello,
ma'am, have you visited Ponderosa Adventure Park recently?
Yes, I have.
And what do you think about the new rules that have been set regarding the visitors and the reproduction of the animals?
Well, I do think it's good at some point because now animals won't be used for entertainment, for commercial purposes, and they will be able to live a life a little more accurate to what they will need to actually live in the wildlife. So, for me, it's pretty good, um, and I really hope that they do something about it.
And will you continue to visit the park even when these rules have been set?
I really do not support animal parks at all, but I do think that there's a point in which they can treat animals well without making them feel like they are just a product.
All right, ma'am. Thank you so much for your words.
You're welcome.
So now you've heard what the locals have to say. Thank you so much for your time, and back to the studio with you.
Well, thank you so much for staying us. Thank you, Pau, Grace, and Maddie for providing with such plentiful information for those who remain skeptical about the fair. Now we are going to have a short intermission, but please stay with us, stay tuned. See you in a while.